Good afternoon. It's November 26th, 2024, and today it's an up day, but we didn't really hit a measure move. I think really what we're doing is just testing the resistance from yesterday's high. You can see we went a little higher than that. And what I saw was this overnight sell-off, and then we rallied back two legs, and then we went sideways into the open, pulled back to the EMA, made a new high, tried to break out of that range, but we couldn't, and then made another new high. And we had this sell off that was followed by this news item that just created a big bear bar with long wicks on both sides. So, what I was thinking was that prices were probably operating in a range somewhat like this. And so, prices were trying to break out. And when they broke out here, I figured we would be going for a measured move. And you can see that this is probably the midline. We failed at the midline and sold off to pretty much this level of support. And then we rallied to the measured move. So um, I had to switch to the 2700 tick chart today because there's been a lot of volume today and yesterday. And that 1300 tick chart just had way too many bars on it. Let me see real quick how many bars this is. I think this will tell me how many. Yeah, 687. That's way too many. So even this, probably 350. That's a lot. But let's take a look. So in the overnight, you have this sell off and then a rally that comes back. And 5 o'clock is right here in the sideways stuff. So you definitely want to sit out of all of this. Um, and here's how I'd probably be looking at it, is like that. So let's see. And so that pretty much lasts right into the news item. You could, I mean, you could try and sell this, but uh, I think you could sell this one right here. You know, we got one push up, two push up, three push up, the third push up looks the strongest. So you could probably argue for this one too. Only thing I don't like about this one right here is that prices look like they were responding to the EMA here, but I don't think that's enough to make the argument for, a strong enough rally for a breakout. You get this failed second entry short right here, but we're in this range. I don't think you want to do that. And we kind of form this channel down here, get a double bottom, and then you get a pullback, but this just doesn't look like, this is not a good signal bar. You can't go long here. Um, this is an inside bar, so even though it's a second entry, once it breaks above it, it's not really something you can go long on. I'm not gonna mark this one because look at the level of resistance. You're going right into that level of resistance, and look where people took profits right there. We pull back to the EMA before going higher, so these people almost got stopped out. Maybe it hit 4 ticks, but so if you enter at 2350, you would have scalped out. But if you went, you know, for something larger than that, it would have come back really close to your stop. And now we have a second entry long right here. This one is very aggressive, in my opinion, because, it looks like this range still might be influencing prices, but we fell to the low side, so maybe we'll make a measure move to the high side. And there's plenty of room to this level of resistance, so I think it's a reasonable entry. You could even you could look at this one, and this one, same thing. It looks like it probably got you into the trade and then came right next to your stop before going higher. And then we get a break. And this stuff is hard to say. I kind of like this one because it's a higher low after the breakout, so it's like a breakout pullback. But you know, you could even look at that as like a little channel, bear channel right here. So you see those lower highs. But I think I think it's very reasonable to consider entering there. And you can see they tried to make the breakout fail, made a double bottom, and then went higher. And you get this channel for the rest of the day. And if you're feeling aggressive, maybe you take a pullback to this trend line, like on a limit order. But other than that, I don't really see how you could get in on it. So hope everyone had a good day. I'll be back tomorrow.